Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love, it is a hunger, an endless aching need. I say love, it is a flower, and you, its only seed.
Hey, this is Dancing Rabbit, and welcome to another Saturday Pagan Perspective. This week's topic is love spells. Now, before I talk about love spells, I'd like to talk for a moment about spells or works of magic in general. I believe that a work of magic is using ritual actions to raise power to produce change. Now, I completely agree with Gandhi when he said, to be the change that you wish to see. I think that probably 95–98% of the change that we need to do is actually within us. Change comes from within. And most of the spells, most of the works of magic that I do have to do with either changing myself or changing the way I feel or perceive the things that are happening around me, rather than trying to change those things directly through spellcraft. So when we're talking about love spells, I agree with everybody else on Pagan Perspective this week that it's very unwise to attempt to do a spell to control or change or force somebody to love you. On the other hand, if you're looking for love, don't you clean up a little bit, put on some fresh clothes, a little cologne, detail the car before you go out on the big first date? Sure, you do all those things to make a good impression. And I don't see anything wrong with using works of magic, using spells to do the same sort of thing. One doesn't take the place of the other. If you're looking for love, look first within. You're looking for a person that is positive, that's not needy, negative, whining. Look at yourself. What are you like? Do you have the qualities that you seek in someone else? And if not, start working on those qualities. And while you're at it, do some of the mundane things to give a better impression. I don't think a whole closet full of new clothes or even a Michael Jackson style plastic surgery is going to bring love into your life. A little bit of that sort of thing isn't going to hurt. Now, I didn't know anything about spells when I met my wife, so I didn't use any love spells then, which was probably a wise thing. I don't need to find a new love. I'm more than happy with the one that I have, but I think that I'm overdue in doing some things to spice it up, to bring back some of the old sparkle, some of the old love. So I'm going to be showing you, actually doing for you a love spell tonight that involves a few items. You're going to need a red candle. I use the small kind because they burn out quick. Candle holder to put the candle in. Don't forget the matches to light the candle. And you're going to need some sea salt and a container to put the salt in. You're also going to need some oil to dress the candle with. I've got 4 recipes of oil in the sidebar, wherever it is, that you can put together and use as candle dressing oil. So I'm going to pause the video now and ground and center, cast a circle, call quarters, invoke the deities to help me with this spell, because this is an actual spell. I'm not just talking about it or giving you a demonstration. I'm actually doing a work of magic. When I come back, if you'd like to do the spell with me, have your stuff ready, have yourself grounded, centered, and your circle cast, your sacred space created, and we'll do it. First, you need to cleanse your candle, and I do that by plunging it into sea salt. Creature of earth, cleanse this candle of all impurities for my right. Next, you need to dress the candle, and this involves rubbing it with oil. Different people do it slightly differently. This is how I do it as an attracting spell. I take some of the oil, put it on my hand, on my fingers, the right hand, and I begin at the top and I rub toward the center, visualizing what I'm wanting to do. I'm wanting to attract and renew love. And then I start at the base and do the same thing. I rub the oil toward the center, and I visualize attracting love, renewing the feelings, the emotions of love. Put the candle in the candle holder. Now I'm going to light the candle, and I'm going to begin a love chant. And as I do, and as the light of the candle radiates outward, the power of the spell will move out into the universe and will bring love. There is more love somewhere. There is more love somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more love somewhere. I'm going to allow the candle to continue to burn and the spell to continue to work. If you're doing this to attract love, maybe for the first time, this isn't a one-time spell. You do it and that's it. I would encourage you to do it on a regular basis. It's a spell that attracts and has to do with increase. So if you're doing it by the moon, I would suggest during waxing moon or at full moon. Last night was full moon, and I usually count full moon as the day before, the day of, and the day after. So, doing it tonight still counts. So, this is Dancing Rabbit, wishing all of you peace and love.